Hello, good morning. Welcome to Friday, another weekend. It's back to a pretty dry spell here across this part of North Carolina. Watered all the potted plants yesterday, and I'll have to go water all the potted plants again today. If you live out from us, you may have gotten a passing shower yesterday, but we sure didn't get one here. But anyway, no problem doing that. We're in Joshua 19 today, and I mentioned yesterday. Yesterday we had a fairly isolated um, distribution of land or description of land, but chapter 19 kind of summarizes everybody that hasn't been named yet. We have the inheritance of Simeon, which is in the midst of Judah's inheritance. Simeon borders Judah on every side. The land of Zebulun, the land of Issachar, the land of Asher, the land of Naphtali, the land of Dan, and then finally Joshua's inheritance. All of that in chapter 19 and 51 verses. And we come to the end of chapter 19 and it says, so they finished dividing out the land. One thing I didn't comment on yesterday was the fact that the Levites had no inheritance of a property, at least regionally. We'll see over in chapter 21 that they had various cities that are scattered throughout the land. And that was so that there would be, I'll use the word pastoral, there would be clergy, there would be religious representatives scattered throughout the land. Everyone would have access to someone who was teaching the word. Though that was a great plan. We'll see tomorrow in chapter 20 about cities of refuge. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow because we'll read 20 and 21 on Saturday, 22 on Sunday, and I'll be preaching from Joshua chapter 22, the Lord willing, on Sunday. We conclude Joshua chapter 19 talking about the inheritance of Joshua himself. He had requested a city that I probably would struggle to pronounce there in the mountains of Ephraim, and that was given to him, and he went in and he possessed the land. And the conclusion of chapter 19 says they made an end of dividing the country. Everyone has received their inheritance. 9.5 tribes on the west side of Jordan, 2.5 tribes on the east side of Jordan. And we're just winding down this book of Joshua. We'll finish reading it in just a couple of days and launch right into the book of Judges. But thanks for following along with us. Thanks for your Bible reading. It's just a lesson here on God's provision for his people. They were obedient. God gave them a land. And as we're obedient, God gives us all that we need as well, gives us far more than we deserve, often in spite of our disobedience. But God has been faithful to his people. That is the overwhelming lesson of the book of Joshua, and the people have exercised great faith. That is also a lesson that is there. Hope you have a great Friday for the Lord's glory. We're looking forward to our cruise in on Sunday evening. Weather looks like it ought to cooperate, depending on how you tend to see things, whether things often go your way or don't go your way. We could get rainy on Sunday evening, but the weather forecast isn't calling for very much rain. And so we're looking forward to getting together on Sunday evening. Going to feed folks a hot dog and have an ice cream truck available, and just look at some old cars and have a spiritual emphasis too for those that are seeking prayer or any any biblical counsel. Hope you have a great Friday for the Lord's glory. May God richly bless you.